Oh my god, I think I need to adjust my camera a little bit. So, should we feel sorry for people who are not in a romantic relationship, who are single, and like I am myself, I've been vocal about it. I'm single, I'm 31 years old. And how do I navigate through it? How do I respond? Do I feel lonely? Do I feel jealous of others? Do I feel sorry for myself? How do I feel? And in general, how do I feel about getting older and navigating through life? What are my thoughts, my realizations? Because I think a lot, and every day I keep realizing new things about myself. So it's a topic that I am extremely passionate about. Clearly, as you can sense, I'll have many opinions, and I'm not afraid to express my opinions, but when it comes to social media, I am a bit careful with what I say, how I say it, for legitimate reasons, because anything you say on social media, anything you say in general can be taken out of context and blown out of proportions and distorted. And in the end, what you said and what people understand or what people want to understand is completely different. But let me not digress any further. I find it amazing. Like the other day, I was talking to someone. I will not say his name, obviously, but that person obviously had a very low IQ, has a very low IQ. I was telling that person, like, some people feel lonely in a relationship or in a marriage, and basically the guy cannot. He says that I cannot understand how can people be lonely in a relationship. Like, when I tell you that he has a low IQ, now you understand why. I mean, there are so many people who are apparently happily married. On social media, you see their pictures very romantic and all very cheesy pictures and the cheesy captions as well. But in reality, like I know so many married people, so many couples who are in a relationship, but in reality, it's not as rosy or perfect or filmy or glamorous as you see on social media. These people feel lonely. I know many people in my own life, in real life, they are constantly complaining, even though they are married. Like, I always assume that if you have a partner, man or woman, if you have a partner, you have someone who is a companion to you, a source of support, of affection, of intimacy, of strength, of, you have someone in your life. I don't have a husband. I've never had a husband or a fiance. I don't know how it is to have that partner in your life. And I have to say, I believe honestly, it gets more difficult when you're single. You deal with everything on your own. You don't have that person by your side with whom you can cry. I'm not saying that I don't have friends, I don't have people who support me, but I don't know that sensation of having a husband. And I always assume that those who have a husband, or if you are a man, you have a wife, you probably shouldn't feel as lonely. You wouldn't feel as lonely as single people do. You have someone to rely on. But in reality, I'm realizing that most people who are married, they can feel as lonely as you feel. So loneliness is not about being single or married, right? For me, I would define loneliness as being unable to tolerate your own company. There are many instances when I feel uncomfortable with myself, and I know that it shouldn't be the case. I know that there is a problem somewhere, and I don't want to feel that way because the most important person in my life is myself. It's not even if I have a boyfriend, a fiance, or a husband, it's never going to be him. My best friend is me, my cheerleader is me, even my partner is me. And that's why I my aim is to learn to enjoy my own company no matter what, no matter how I'm feeling, single or taken. It's extremely important to love yourself unconditionally and to treat yourself right, to be kind to yourself, to go on dates with yourself, to beautify yourself for your own sake. And yeah, so the topic of loneliness again is a big one. It's a big one because it's true that I am 31 years old. And of course, I try to picture my life within a few years, how life is going to pan out for me. I live with my parents right now. So, yes, sometimes it gets lonely because you do miss having someone by your side, like a life partner by your side. I love going out on solo dates, but there are many times where I wish I would prefer to have someone with me. Having said that, there are so many toxic people out there that when you get to spend time with them, they drain you and depress you so much that you realize it's better to be alone than to be with some people. That's so true. That's so true. That's why I don't feel jealous of people who are married or in relationships. I don't feel jealous. I'm very happy for you. I know that God has written my story, and if Allah wants me to get married, it will happen no matter what or how or when it will happen. And if Allah knows that I He's protecting me probably from something that is not going to be right for me, then I trust His plans completely. Like there is not even a question of getting depressed over that. Yeah, it's normal to feel a pang of sadness and loneliness, and sometimes you do pity yourself. Sometimes you want to cry. It's okay. I love to cry. I'm not ashamed to say it. I love to, a good cry once in a while is amazing. It feels like so liberating. And it's very normal. I'm a human being. Of course, sometimes I feel sorry for myself. I feel alone. I feel lonely. I wonder like why I'm a beautiful woman, I'm a talented woman, I'm an amazing human being. So why am I struggling to find a good husband? Like I don't understand. Of course, there are times when I get a little bit angry, not at God, but I don't understand like where is the logic in that? It's like the more you are qualified to be a wife, the more you struggle to find a husband. I'm sure I know many girls who are in the same situation and they struggle to find a partner because they have set certain standards for themselves and they are not going to accept any random Tom, Dick, and Harry. I have tried knowing people for marriage, and I'm not saying that all of them were bad or that I was superior or perfect. No, not at all. I'm very conscious of my shortcomings. I'm very conscious of now, today, like I have a lot of awareness to know what I want, what I don't want, what is a good man, what is a man who's toxic, and what kind of relationship I want to have, how I want to feel with my husband emotionally. So I feel grateful, Alhamdulillah, for the clarity and the awareness and the healing that has been happening. Yes, I feel sometimes I have that big question mark, like whether how my future is going to look like, and I should be making plans accordingly. Like I genuinely have no idea. I have no idea if I will get married or not. I don't know. And if I do, my life is going to be completely different. If I don't, my life is going to be completely different. That's why I want to condition myself that inshallah, no matter what happens, I am at peace and I have a life that I love, a life that gives me meaning, contentment, happiness. I just, my biggest dream, my biggest dua, my biggest, like, I aim for only one thing in my life, and it's good health. Good health, peace of mind, contentment, having loving people around you, and living a life of purpose. So that's a big one. Like, I'm making this YouTube video right now. For me, this is a way where I feel useful, where I feel like I'm doing something that I like. And yes, I do feel anxious about it. I struggle a lot with anxiety, but that's precisely the point. I want to put myself out there and leave a legacy that somewhere, somehow, someone has been maybe positively impacted by my words. Maybe you have felt a bit less lonely in your struggle after watching this. I don't know. But, anyways, I'm going to have to leave now. It's been 10 minutes already. And I genuinely pray that I will be more active on my YouTube blog because I used to love that. I still do. But my anxiety sometimes it prevents me from doing a lot of things which I love. And right now I'm trying to move beyond those barriers that have been imposed on me due to my, you have some inner demons in your mind. Sometimes they try to mess you up. So I'm trying to defeat those, inshallah. Take care of yourselves, guys. I'm very, very happy if you've cared to watch my video. And I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment in down below. I would absolutely love to reply to you. Thanks.